Great morning, champion CEOs and future millionaires. It is Turned Up Tuesday. I'd like to welcome everybody to the biggest, the baddest CEO meet up on the planet. We are Zooming live. Yes, live. This is Jacques Vaughn, Executive Director, aka Uncle Jacques. And we got a great show for y'all as always this morning. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do our first segment called Pass the Ball. But before we do that, there's a tip drill included. So if you know what the three questions are, you can participate. If you're new, you're going to get the hang of it. So what we do is we like to get the Zoom kind of fired up with this tip drill. So we're going to go over the tip drill, and then we will go over the housekeeping rules. Real quick, though, if you're able to come off of mute, please do so. Because let me see how many people in the waiting. So co-hosts, if y'all can help me let some of these people in, that would be great. If y'all can help me let some of these folks in. So I got three questions for y'all. Y'all know how we like to do it around here. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
And what's up?
My income.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody
gets the green sheet.
Everybody gets a green sheet. Yes, yes, yes. The green sheet is, like I say, it's the foundation of what makes USAX successful. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, can somebody please type in the chat 2 minutes or less with your testimony, just so we can say we put it on the record. 2 minutes or less with the testimony. Also, if you have your phone off of mute, please put your phone on mute, or co-host, please scroll if you're able to and put people on mute that are not talking, just because sometimes you hear background sounds, sometimes you hear stuff going on in the background and people don't even realize it's going on. And we are live recording, so we want to make sure that we protect the recording as well. So with that being said, let's see. Does anybody have their hand up? Does anybody? Hold on a second. I'm in the wrong. Give me 1 second. So I'm going to I don't. Oh, no wonder I'm in the wrong list. All right. So I got a hand up, ladies and gentlemen. Derek Holston is one of the few people who's always raising his hand. So can somebody, let's have a challenge that somebody beats Derek Holston raising their hand up next time. And also remember, this platform is designed for you to find your voice. Yes, find your voice. What other platforms will just let you come on and speak without being already assigned or already being a part of the program? Nowhere. We give you a chance to find your voice. So this is a platform where we urge you all to tune in. Let us know what you're doing. Do not be scared. I'm trying to tell you, talking here, if you're afraid to talk, talking here is going to get you prepped for talking to your prospects. Also, it's important to edify. If you notice, before we pass the ball, every time we edify, pretty much edify the person that you're bringing up. Edification goes a long way. That's a part of your training as well. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pass the ball to a person that we call the Marinepreneur. Not only is this gentleman a powerhouse recruiter and producer, he's building a team and he's on his way running to ED. So without any further ado, when he comes on, he's always dropping some nuggets. I want to give it up to none other than Mr. Derek Holston.
All right. Great morning, champions, and happy Tuesday. Uncle Jock, thank you always for just being the example and providing you and Eric, providing the platform. So I just jumped on a few minutes late because we just got done with the green sheet. Jonathan Offer, he's supposed to be jumping on, but he's a gentleman who was in before, kind of fell off, got reconnected, and then we got split between Eric and Mary. So anyway, just really excited about that, but super excited because the team is growing. And last night we had 9 new team members on for the first time. And I was just really excited. I got a lot of crazy, incredible feedback for
Wow.
last night. So that was really nice. And we were supposed to have 11 on, but I guess, 3 of them couldn't get on or whatever. So we're working with people. We got a show 4 today with Leo Fravel, show 4 today also with John Offer. We got new agents who are licensed who are now taking applications. So I'm helping them with that. So it's just a lot going on, but it's not me. It's about team. Also, I raise my hand, Jock, all the time. It's not to hear myself talk. I've told you and Eric that I stay humble, I like to listen, but you have both told me that that is not being fair to the team because we all need to share our money-making activities because a lot of times people are frozen because they're nervous.
Yes.
And I'm not always comfortable in everything that I do as well. Troy, I hope you kept counting my time. I'm not always comfortable either. But also, this keeps me accountable because if I'm not raising my hand, that means I'm not doing anything, okay? Not that we have to, everybody's accountability level is different. I'm accountable to myself first. And I figure that I need to be able to share something because that keeps me accountable and keeps me, moving in the right direction. So with that, Troy, I hope I'm under my 2 minutes.
Yes. And Derek,
Yes,
man,
sir.
first I just want to say everything that you just said, I couldn't have said it better, brother. You're somebody that you show up and you take advantage of not only this platform, the other platforms, the tools in the toolbox. It's hard sometimes when you're used to like being the Lone Ranger. Most of us on this Zoom are used to operating by ourselves. So it's almost like this concept, Derek, when you're taking a street ball player, somebody who can plan and doing some dynamic stuff, but when you put them inside of a structure, sometimes that ball player isn't so Michael Jordan-ish, if you will. You know what I mean? Once you start to put some confinements and some structure around that person. And so that person sometimes becomes frustrated because they're used to operating at a certain level. But like I said, when you put some structure, sometimes it takes used to operating like that. I know for me, it took me some time to get used to operating inside of a structure because I was so used to being and doing everything by myself. So thank you for sharing, Derek, and being an example and somebody that comes in and shows and proves. Because like you said, it's really about finding your voice and just understanding why things are in place. And like I said, Derek, you're somebody that kind of came on running strong, then you fell back. You made a couple of adjustments, a couple of clicks to the left, clicks to the right, and now you are running strong, my brother. So I appreciate it. Who you passing that ball to, sir?
Thank you, Jock. Appreciate it. And you're right. I was used to running by myself, and after a whole lot of network marketing experience, I decided I don't want to work with a whole lot of people because I move fast by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a very different model, very different culture. So I had to readapt. And Eric did a wonderful training last night about the system, and you always talked about it too, staying in the car. So
Yes.
I'm adapting to the system, and I'm enjoying it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pass this ball. Let's see. I don't see any hands up. By the way,
Where the hands up, people. Where the hands?
Nicole, I want to say while we're waiting for hands to come up, you did a master class yesterday, sir. Eric used a part of that last night. So thank you, sir. I learned a lot from that piece that you did. All right, I'm gonna pick. Let's see. I am going to go with, I see a hand. Let's see.
Technician first.
Miss
Technician first.
Nanja Phillips. Her hand is up. Oh, Naja probably can't talk. Okay, well, Takesha Carr, this is a lady who I honestly and genuinely have a tremendous amount of respect for. She is a work horse. And I say that in a very complimentary fashion, but she gets it done. I love listening to her train, teach, and she just kills it on every level. So Takesha Carr, did you just drop your hand?
Probably because she was waiting for you to call her.
My
Yes,
hand
only
wasn't
because you
up,
were
but I'm
calling.
here.
Uh-oh, so we got Naja there and Takesha.
Okay, so in all fairness, I called Naja first, so if that we could do that just to keep it moving. So Naja, it's on you, dear.
Okay, well, thank you, Derek, Mr. Marinepreneur, and glad to hear all of the activities you have going on in your business. As far as what I have going on, I've been collaborating with a lot of our team members. We're just trying to make sure that we are tightening up our onboarding process so that all of our new recruits are being onboarded properly, as well as being able to offer them an incentive when they come in, if they're unlicensed, so that they can still, earn an income while they're becoming licensed and studying for their exams. The other thing, I do have an appointment this Thursday. I'm gathering some information. I'm going to be doing another policy on another cousin. And I do also have a friend that has some grandbabies, and I'm working with her to get her grandbabies covered. And just continuing to call. I actually have still yet to exhaust my warm market. So I'm still calling people in my warm market. So those are my activities this week. And I'm just really just still excited about everything, still excited about the business. And my drive is probably higher than ever before. So I'm just going to go get it. And that's what I have going on. So I will turn it. Yeah.
Hold on real quick, because you might be able to help some people out here. We talk about your story often, but there's something that just happened, and I think but I want to shine some light on it. So first of all, you got started in the business a little over 3 years ago.
Right.
You joined me right after I asked you. I said, look, if I ask you to join me in anything, don't join me, because whatever I ask you to join me in, it doesn't seem to work out for you. But when I asked you, I was like, Naja, no, this is the one. You got to get into this one. And so, ladies and gentlemen, she joined, and she had a fear of not only talking on the morning show, she had a fear of just talking to people. And it was something that she just could not get over. It took her 9 months to open her mouth to talk to one person. No, it wasn't even 9 months, Naja. Was it longer than 9 months? Because I know what month did you join?
I joined actually in February. I got licensed by September, and I made my first call in December, actually.
And your first call, the AP was how much?
I want to say it was 2,400.
2,400. First call she made. Now, fast forward. The next 2 years, she still had to break out of her shell. She was still shy, and she broke out of her shell probably about, she had another breakthrough probably about maybe a year ago. She started talking to people, but it wasn't consistent. She would come out like a turtle almost, talk to people, then go back in the shell. Talk to people, go back in the shell. But now, what happened, Naja? And I think it was something, that a training that you probably went through. I'm not going to disclose that part. But what was it that just happened here recently in the last couple months that made you say, you know what? I just got to go for it. I just got to talk to everybody. I'm not scared anymore. What was it that made you have that personal breakthrough?
Well, one thing is, I wasn't seeing the success that I should have been seeing, and I know that I wasn't putting in the work that I needed to put into my business. And so, in order to see that success or see my efforts pay off. I had to really kind of just set my mind to doing the activities that are going to make the money, you know, the money making activities. And yes, I did some other personal training that I was doing when, in my absence 2 months ago. And I guess it kind of boosted my confidence, and it just kind of propelled me into just being able to run forward, you know, plant my feet on the ground and do what needs to be done. And so I don't know, the fear just kind of went away. I'm not afraid to talk to people anymore. I have been talking to more people as well, just kind of out in the field when I'm out and about. And so I don't have those worries anymore. I'm not sure what else it could have been, but that's kind of just how it happened for me.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, thank you for sharing. Keep up the great work. I'm seeing exactly what you're doing, the activities, and the consistency now. So keep doing what you're doing. And who are you passing that ball to?
I'm going to give it to my sister, Miss Takesha Carr. I know that her business is always exploding, and she has a lot going on. And I always love to hear, you know, when she shares, she really is able to provide a lot of good nuggets for us. And it's a training every time she speaks. So, Miss Takesha Carr, please take the floor.
Thank you, Naja. Congratulations for all that you have. I just want to come on and say good morning, team. I feel like, I don't know, I've been missing for like 3 days and it feels like it's been a lifetime already. So it's always great just to be back. I want to definitely give a shout out to my brother from another mother, Mr. Tony Burke. I hosted a medical clinic last weekend, and Tony came down at 4 a.m. to join me. We had some vendor opportunities where we're going to see at least 400 people over the weekend. And because I couldn't sit at a table and just talk to people, I invited my team over, and no one was really able to join me. But Tony says, hey, I'll be there. And Tony came through, and Tony saw all of those 200 people that came through. So I'm super excited about what we have going on. Unfortunately, we couldn't collect information from the people that came through, but through conversation and being able to give them a lot of info, I've gotten a lot of phone calls already. So as he and I began to scroll through this thing, we're just looking forward to it. And also Mr. Andre Manley, he's actually going on vacation now, but Andre has just recently completed a group enrollment for the very first time. So we're excited about the group enrollment that he has going on, and also for some new groups that we have that we're about to open up on this end. So I'm just excited about him just following the play. Definitely just being there and listening and taking good notes and good information. And then also for those ladies that have joined me in the licensing course group, for those that are just strictly for licensed agents, we're excited about the things that we have going on over there. And I just definitely want to give you ladies your props for doing such a great job and joining us.
Cool, cool, cool. Well, hold on. I gotta, because you did y'all hear what she said when she said she put it out to her team, and Tony Burke came at what time? Anybody remember what she said? 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
So let me paint the picture real quick. Miss Takesha Carr, is Tony Burke anywhere in your money line?
No, sir.
So when I say money line, ladies and gentlemen, there's no connection with Tony and Takesha. But Tony must have seen an opportunity. Tony right now, when I tell you he's on fire and he's hungry, Takesha is on fire and she's hungry. They are doing whatever they need to do to get in front of people. How far does Tony live from you, Takesha?
About an hour and a half.
So you're telling me somebody that's not on your team. First, let's put in perspective. You put it out to your team. Yes or yes?
Yes.
And your team, your direct team didn't show up, which is, it's okay because some people might have had stuff to do. But you're telling me somebody else from another team that has nothing to do with your money line said, hey, I see that opportunity. can I come be a part of that? He came and joined you, and you guys have some prospects or some possible people that you can touch.
Correct.
Oh man, I love it. I don't know if y'all catching it. That's a message. Do what you can. Some people are sitting on your in the words of the Canadians, on your laurels, if you will, and not doing anything. There are people all over the place. All you got to do is step outside and look to the right, to the left. Guess what? Those are prospects. So
Yeah.
Takesha, Tony Burke, I tip my hat off to you. Tony, man, I'm telling you, I feel it. Takesha, you almost at the ED finish line. And Tony, you're going to get there expeditiously if you keep on doing what you're doing, brother. Takesha, who are you passing that ball to? Somebody has their hand up.
Yes, I've seen it in the paint and I've been waiting anxiously because I missed it on yesterday and I heard I missed a treat. So I'm
Yes.
looking forward to part number 2. And with no further ado, I would like to bring on our African brother all the way from the great state of Georgia, Mr. Executive Director Nicole Elijah Powell. I'm so excited about bringing you on. I couldn't even say your name right. Come on, brother, give us some great info.
Good morning, Takesha. It's awesome. I can't wait to see you at the convention walking through that stage. It's a done deal and it's going to happen. All right. So thank you for passing the ball to me. Thank you everyone for being on this morning. I appreciate every single morning being on this call, getting this nugget, this motivation every single day before we go out on the field. So I thank you all, every one of you. I always share that my strength is in follow-up, right? That was something that I developed because it was completely outside of my life. I don't used to talk to people, trust me, because I used to stammer a lot. I have to mention a thing, I have to hit the table before I can pronounce a word. So talking to people was out of my reach at all, was completely, I don't used to talk to people at all. That was how bad it was. But I find the strength here. You know, they say where there's a will, there's always a way, right? I find the strength here, be able to talk to people, and following up is my strength. And I've been following up yesterday, and I just came across some stack of survey card that I did when I was in WFG. And I saw some of this stuff, this survey card. Don't throw information away. Learn that. Don't throw information, especially personal information that you collected. Don't throw it away. You never know. One thing that I always say is that some of those people that you talk to, they turned you down yesterday, something changed today. And sometimes because of pride, they might not call you back. But if you call them, then they'll be open to tell you what has changed in their life. And it might eventually be what you are doing right now that can bring that solution to their life. So I followed up yesterday, and guess what happened? 2 appointments from people that completely turned me down 4 times when I was in the other company. Something changed. Something changed in their life. And they say, I wanted to reach out to you, but I don't know where to start. Guess what happened? I reached out, and the harvest is due. Right? So I'm so happy to share that I find strength in following up, because following up is how you continue to keep your book of business with your client and also add more clients to your book of business. So that is just my share this morning. I'm so excited about that.
Nicole, man, you cease to amaze me. First, let me kind of unbox a couple things that you just said. One is you alluded to showing up here before you go out and go get to work. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know traditional life insurance. Most of the time, if who's been with a life insurance company where you had to show up physically at the office? Physically at the office. Anybody remember those days? Or has anybody heard those stories? Okay. We make it so simple for you. You can get out of bed, walk to your office now. You can get out of bed, walk to your office, go downstairs, upstairs, on the same floor, grab your cup of coffee, and boom, set up your computer. Your computer or your smart device is your office. Then you talked about the follow-up, following up, that's one of your strong points. Ladies and gentlemen, the fortune is in what, ladies and gentlemen? The follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Those aren't just pretty words. Those are proven. It's a proven science, if you will, like almost like what goes up must come down. The fortune is in the follow-up. But the big thing that you said, executive director, and the reason I said this is because these are some of the things that separate the champions and the professionals from the amateurs. He said he went through a stack of cards or information that he had back with WFG. He said, do not throw old information away. Do you understand how much people pay companies for their data, for their contact list? I'm in the music business. People pay handsomely for people's email addresses, for their contact information. Contact information is very, very, very important. And not only did he go back and scrub through that list, he talked to some people with the same information that he talked to them about before. They just weren't ready. He circled the block and came back around and said, hey, it's me again, just seeing if you need what I got. And guess what? 2 people said, you know what? I think I want to get some of what you got, sir. So Lacole, I want to say, man, great 2-minute master class, my man. Great 2-minute master class. And I want, let's take one more. If you can pass the ball real quick, we'll take one more. Make sure you do it in under 2 minutes. And then whoever you bring up, Lacole can bring up the coach, Eric Robinson.
All right. And I am so excited this morning. I want to bring up this lady. I know yesterday she was asked to come up, but I think was in the situation she couldn't talk. And the reason why I'm bringing her up is because in her team, we've been having so much activity, so much work appointments. And I hope she's in the position to talk right now, Miss Gift. Miss Gift joined our company. She was with me in previous company in WFG, and she quit. And then I'm telling you, and then when I come over here, she called me one day. I said, "Oh, I just passed my license." I said, "License?" And I said, "Where are you?" Already gone out of WFG, and she now in WFG. I said, "No, you need to come over here." So, so that was how I got her here. So, without further ado, please help me welcome Miss Gift to share activities. Miss Gift, go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much, my ED. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Yes. Been staying busy with some of my teammates. We have appointments like a couple of weeks ago. One of my teammates, she's actually on the call this morning, Miss Julicia out of in Florida. She put out like a post on LinkedIn, like a hiring post. So like we have some people reaching out to us um with that. So that has, kept us busy doing the BTO and stuff like that. Now, so like one of the gentlemen that I did a BTO for or presentation with, he's out in the Chicago area. He reached out to me on Saturday during our training and asking me, okay, can he come in as a part-time? I was like, okay, because I've been trying to reach him after the interview and he wouldn't respond. Nope. He wasn't responding to my call or responding to my messages. So I was like, okay, I just left it alone. So surprisingly, he reached out to me on Saturday. So I hopped on Zoom with him, resent him the link, and he's supposed to get that AOA signed by today. So I believe I do have a follow-up meeting with him later on this afternoon. And I'm believing that that's gonna come through. And also, me and Mr. Elijah have talked to one guy. He's with WFG, but he seems to have like several agents under him. So we're still working on him and trying to get him over here. So thank you for allowing me to share. I did put in a couple of policies as well, and believe